Stores are typically the backbone of small communities across our region.
But many have closed their doors, citing increased costs, higher wages, and the pandemic's impact. The Vermont Retail and Grocers Association says at the height of it, Vermont had 250. Now there's only about 95 or 100 in the state.
But some communities are doing what they can to make sure their store doesn't join that list. I take you to East Calais, where their general store is getting a new life right now as we speak. On Vermont's Route 14 sits a building that's seen a lot of change in 200 years. The East Calais General Store served as the community hub and grocery store until it closed in 2019.
Drive to Montpelier, or you have to drive to Hardwick or over the hill. It's hard on people, and
especially during the pandemic.
Yeah, it was very hard.
For a group of villagers in East Calais, joining the ranks of rural towns holding on to the ghost of a general store past was not an option. They created what's called a community-supported enterprise through the Preservation Trust of Vermont, securing $2.7 million in grants to buy and rehab the store without debt.
The whole building wasn't up to snuff. So with the grants that we have, we had to bring it back to historic standards.
East Calais Community Trust members Denise Wheeler and Mark Mahaly say townspeople crave the value the store brings to the village, the conversation, convenience, and community. They say the 1,900 square foot building will be built with efficiency in mind and filled with grab-and-go food, local farm goods, and of course, a creamy window, and 3 low to moderate income apartments above.
And so the apartments will be up there.
And we hope to still have that atmosphere when we reopen, because that's what people want. They want it. They don't want it to look like a Shaw's or a Big Lots.
Or a Maple Fields or anything like that.
For general stores to be successful, particularly in rural communities, they really need to be responsive to the communities they serve.
Maintaining Vermont's unique character brought forth by a general store is the name of the game for Ben Doyle and the Preservation Trust of Vermont, who says the state is seeing a general store renaissance coming out of COVID.
I think people really recognize what an important gathering place they are. And so you're seeing kind of new models of economic development in which communities are like rallying together.
East Calais' historic community space isn't the only one in Vermont that's getting a new life either. Doyle says they've been contacted by people in towns with general stores closing, including Putney, Barnard, Guilford, Elmore, and Albany.